Bop, 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 bop. Welcome back, everybody. We are very excited to welcome our next guest, John Merrifield. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm feeling great. We've had a great show so far. A lot of events. Jordan was just on before you, and he was a forklift for a little while. That was crazy.
Yeah, I
But
heard.
I mean, we've been having a great time tonight. And before we get too deep into the interview, I have something that's very important I need to ask you. I've had to ask this question before on the show, which should kind of let you know that I don't need to ask it again. But I think this one really applies to you. Are you the CEO of Antifa?
Yeah, I mean, no, kind of. I'm the mayor president.
Okay, do you happen to have any connections with HR for Antifa? Because I've been waiting for my Soros bucks to
See,
come
the way
through.
our HR is set up right now, it's kind of this whole thing where you just really don't want to even get into it. I'm not even going to try to get into it because I just don't even want to get into it.
That's fair. Yeah,
HR is a mess. HR is a mess, Neil. It's a mess.
the HR of Antifa, that makes sense to me. It would be a mess. I mean, the accountants, everybody, they're just playing by different rules. Nobody knows what the paychecks are even supposed to come out on. So that's fair.
Well, for starters, it's called the Human Resources Department, but it's run by a goddamn lizard, Neil. A lizard. And that's not that's not conducive to our goals.
Shout outs to the chat. Somebody said POTUS, which was funny to me because, yes, I'm also waiting on my regular American dollars. Joseph Biden, you owe me.
I don't see you right now. I don't know what I did, but I fucked something up. I'm glad that it's not fucking shit up on your end because I just hit the thing and like I only see me very tiny on the top right of the screen.
Well, yeah, we're all good. Let's fix that real quick. I'm gonna
Oh,
you
oh
flipping your camera around. I'm gonna share my screen to you again because we got some stuff prepared. You're gonna need to see the screen. Hopefully that'll work for you. I don't know.
I liked the way that it was this for a second. It was like the body of a mannequin and the head of some wires and dust.
Yeah, that's the best thing about this set. It's very high tech. We can do a lot of different things that you can't do on typical late night
Should
television.
I
I
stop
mean,
pressing things and let you fix it? Or
uh,
do I still need to fix it?
I have no idea.
Okay,
You
I'm
look
back.
great
I'm
on
back.
this end.
I'm back. We're
All
good. Don't even
right,
pretend I
we
never
did
said
it, y'all.
anything.
This is going to be an interesting night because we have something very big planned. That's going to take some technical jump. We're going to be jumping through some loops, so stay with us because it's going to be good.
This
But
is
before that, I do have
daredevilish.
some. I have some very good questions for you. Mainly, I want to know you're a Cajun in New York City. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. That is correct.
So can you get good Cajun food, Louisiana cooking in New York City? I mean, it's probably a dumb question, but I want to know from somebody who lives there.
I have had one. I've had a couple Cajun food experiences since I've moved here, but I've only had one good one. And I guess the funny answer would be, "Fuck no, I'll cook for you if you come up here." But there is a place. There's a place in Crown Heights, Prospect Heights area called Catfish, and they have the best shrimp and grits I've ever had in my goddamn life.
That's saying a lot. That's something, all right.
I
That's
don't
what
know
I
if they're
wanted
still
to know.
open though. This was pre-pandemic.
Ah, fuck. Well, hey, a moment in time. You could have had the best shrimp and grits that John's ever had in New York City, which is, I think, that's very interesting
And
to
you
me. I
still
would
may
not
be
have
able
expected.
to.
You might still be able to. So next time, I'm gonna send a shout out to my homie Shu, Shu Rodelli. He just got back from New York and he made a music video about it. I wanted him to hit that restaurant up. So if I could go back in time, Shu, you can make this happen.
Yeah, you
So
forgot to know about it
he
before.
didn't know yet. He should have known. He should have talked to you, John.
Hmm.
So I want to ask you because this seems to be the only thing I can always go back to every guest is I got to know y'all somehow because your meme went somewhere and it was popular enough that I started stalking y'all and try to become friends and here we are. So how did you get into making memes? Like was it through the useless unpopular? Is that why Cajun memes has the three U's in it or what? How did you find your way into meme making?
Um, I guess the. Can you still hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, you're
All right.
still in here.
I had some crackling in my end. It started like I was working at this gold exchange, and like my job was just basically my job was to offer people money for their gold as little as possible. And between that, I was just sitting at a computer, and so it just like eventually, if you get bored enough, you'll start making memes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I did
Well,
start with the useless, unsuccessful, and or unpopular meme universe, which I had no idea at the time, but was founded by someone from the same exact city as me. Oh,
what?
that's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's also a New York transplant.
Okay.
I've seen
That's
my
just,
memes that like happen before my face. These are memes that I made.
yeah,
I
we
wasn't
tried to
sure if you
grab
were.
some.
Oh yeah, I
That's
wasn't sure
actually
if you were
just
gonna
you.
pull like random memes from the group that other people made, or if you were gonna pull memes from that I made. So I'm glad you're going with the ones that I made.
I did my best. I mean, the internet is weird like that. You don't even always know.
That
But
one,
I
there's no way you even know what that meme means. Like it's just ridiculous. Like
well,
I know what it means, but
would you? No, I don't want you to explain. I don't. We're not doing that. But I do. I don't know. I get a vibe because I grew up in the South. I don't know. I'm not a native Louisianan. How do you? What do you call someone from Louisiana? What is the adjective for that?
uh, you call them if they're from North Louisiana, you call them a South Arkansan, and then if they're from South Louisiana, you call them a Cajun or a Creole,
Okay. Well, see, I
depending.
grew up in Memphis, and Arkansas and Memphis have a very strong blend with, Mississippi. So I kind of understand. Spent a lot of time in Louisiana, so I kind of understand. But no, I don't know what that mean, man. But I did enjoy it. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
that's right. You admit it. You admit you didn't know.
Well, what makes so is that basically it? You could call yourself Cajun if you come from the south side of Louisiana, or the what is the official definition?
Well, there's nobody like doing blood tests, but technically, Cajuns are descendants of the people who settled in that region of Louisiana from Nova Scotia hundreds of years ago. I don't really know if it's hundreds or if it's like 150. I don't really know exactly the timeline. I am not a Cajun scholar, but I would like to say that I'm a Cajun pop culture and reference aficionado. I just
You
made that
got
up, but
the
that's
authenticity,
calling
but
it.
I love that title. Yeah, that was great to just pull that out on the spot. I think that
Yeah, it
works
came
great.
right out of my asshole. I'm glad that you liked it.
That's what we want to see here on Late Night with Chill. Neil, is the statement straight from the booty hole.
Straight from
Okay,
the booty hole.
we had a friend. We had your homie Kim Bertrand on the show a couple weeks ago. She was saying a lot of stuff. We were talking about y'all's experiences together, and well, I was asking about. I always like to ask about stand up. I like to get into the different the crossovers between memes and writing and blah blah blah. Anyway, my point is that I was really curious. How has it been for you this last year? Having to shift to digital, because Kim surprised me and she was like, I really like doing Zoom comedy stand up and stuff like that, but that's so foreign to me. Like, how have you taken the last year of not being able to do shows?
It's really kind of frustrating because I actually quit doing stand up. I say quit. I didn't officially quit, but I hate doing stand up. I love comedy. I love writing jokes, and I love performing my jokes. But I hate being on stage. So like, it's really terrifying for me. Um,
Okay, okay. I
and
was
so
gonna
I,
ask you why, but that makes sense.
and so I created this game show that basically revolves around having other people read jokes written by comedians. And the way this works is like I have other comedians submit jokes and then I submit my own jokes and they compete against me to have audience members read their jokes and get points based on how those jokes do as read by strangers, if that makes any sense. And
I
so, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I understand. That's all.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
and
continue.
so you better. And so the reason that this is related to your question is because I created this game show as a way for me to get around not being able to take the stage because I quit drinking and then I quit doing comedy, like stand up comedy. And so
Oh,
I wanted to be able to get my jokes out there to like a live audience because right now they're just on Facebook and Twitter. And so I made a game show to basically showcase my jokes while also showcasing comedians that I think are funny and then getting the audience involved. And I had 3 game shows that were live. And the last most recent one happened Mardi Gras 2020, which was right
mm,
before the pandemic hit. And then I
yeah.
haven't been able to do shit with it since, which is kind of one of the reasons I'm on here is to tell you it's coming back.
Oh.
I think I did guns with my fingers, but I did air horn with my mouth, and I want a thing that does that for real.
Pop, 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 pop. I'll give you one of those for just for good measure.
Yeah, thank
Well, I
you.
mean, this sounds fascinating to me. I was very excited to hear that you're doing this live streaming event of the Oof Comedy Show. Do you think since we're live streaming right now, maybe we could give it a try? Maybe do a little a small version of it, a tiny desk Oof Comedy Show?
I think we have to.
Okay, all right, excellent. Well, here, let's go ahead and let's rearrange the set a little bit, and then we can bring on some people.
Oh, hey,
Right now, we
John.
got
Hello,
two
John.
of
Hello,
you.
John.
Do you have any preferences, or should I just pull randomly from our list of contestants in the audience here?
Oh, tell me who's coming up, and I'll send him a joke.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's see if we can get William Billiam Cleveland real quick because his name is already on the screen conveniently. Let's see what happens. This is all new, y'all. We got double Johns, and then hopefully we'll have Billiam William here shortly.
A comedy show? I think we have to.
What?
Welcome to the show, Billiam Cleveland. It looks like it worked. How are you doing this evening?
I'm wonderful.
Oh, hey, John.
We've got a
hear-
little audio
yeah, I
echoing,
hear that.
so if you can try maybe turning down audio on your end just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, Bill, thank you for being here with us this evening. We want to try out a version of. Would you like to explain the show to Bill real quick, John, just so he knows?
All right, I'm not going to explain the show. I'll explain what the plan is right now.
Thank you.
I'm going to message you a joke, and then you're going to read it to us. That's just basically. I don't have the ability to give you a card, which is what I would do in the show. The cards have the jokes printed on them. I can show you an example, just a quick one. But anyway, you've seen a card before. Anyway, so I'm going to message you the joke, and then you just read it. Does that sound good?
I love it. Let's do it.
All right. And boom. Hopefully my internet's working.
And I'm trying to get you back in here. Stand by with us, Bill. I mean, we can hear you, but we can only see John on both screens, that's amazing.
Might be an improvement. Who knows?
Okay, I see what's happening here. Did
Mm,
you receive your joke?
I have received.
Okay,
yo-
good. Hold on. Before you read it, I've found out the problem. We're going to bring you back in here, Bill. I can hear something, though.
I just love being a guest and a guest at the same time.
There we go. Okay, so you've received your joke, Bill. And you are back with us.
I just lost my family to my gambling problem. I bet a guy $500 he couldn't kill my whole family. Ba-dum-bum.
That's a good joke.
Yes. I really enjoyed the setup. It's actually quite a different comedic, almost like a cathartic thing to see somebody else read your joke for you.
Yeah, I want to do it again. It's it's really weird, but I have so many of them, so like I can keep doing this and not have to worry about having any repeats in the show. Also, like the thing is with the show, it's going to be other people's jokes peppered in, so like very few of my jokes are actually going to make the final cut. This is my opportunity. This is my time to shine, Neil.
Well, Bill, thank you for joining us and
Oh wait, no,
participating.
let Bill do one more. Sorry.
Oh, Bill's got another one. Okay,
I got
my
one
bad.
more for him.
Oh, dude. All right, Kitty's going to read this one.
Oh shit.
Earth has to be flat because that's the only way I know how to draw it. Even better.
I love it. I love it. I mean, did you ever have a cat performing your jokes before, John? Is this the first?
Only in my wildest of dreams.
Amazing. Well, Bill, you've been a great sport and a great contestant on the show. I think you did marvelously. Thank you for returning to the show. I was glad to see you.
Thank you for letting me be part of it. Mwah.
All right. Have a great night. Let's see. Maybe we can get somebody else in the show. Let's see. I'm going to try to bring up. There's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Let's try
I'm
to
sorry
bring
for
in.
putting this on you like that. That feels like I feel like I put a burden on you asking for all this.
No. Are you kidding me? I've been looking forward to this all week. So now we're gonna bring up our next contestant, Rachel Call. Resistance is tactile. Let's see if we can get her on the stream. Stand by with us. Hello there. We gotta just switch the feed real quick. But you have joined us, Rachel. How are you doing this evening?
I'm okay.
Okay. I can't wait for the audience to see. I love this outfit. You said you had something special prepared, and you were not lying.
Yeah, I gotta bring the flavor as one of the few people on this show without a beard.
This is my debut of my beard. I'm not usually. This takes forever to grow, so this is the unofficial official debut.
You're the
Yeah, I
only
grew
one
this
that's ever had
today, so I feel pretty confident about it.
Wow.
I love it.
Impressive. How?
I'm
How
having
did
a
you
good
get the
time.
color and the growth all at one day? That would take me several nights, actually.
Well, it is human hair. It's not mine, but it is human hair. So I was able to dye it to match
Well, I
like
appreciate you.
shoes.
You've got the Chill Neil dress code. You're on point with it. You look
Yeah.
well, Rachel. We're gonna try out a small version of John's Oof comedy show. We want to have you
Yeah.
read one of his jokes. Are you ready to give it a try?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, John's gonna send you a couple jokes. We're gonna do one.
Yeah,
and
we'll
then
start with one and I'll have another one. I don't want to send them at the same time.
Okay.
But it's sent. It's a poem.
All right. Roses are red, violets are not. Casey Anthony is innocent and hot.
You know, that's so true.
I'm so glad I have these cards. These are perfectly placed for this occasion.
They the original of that joke really involved a tag on Facebook because there was a page called Casey Anthony is innocent and hot, which I thought was hilarious, and I decided that it inspired poetry in me.
So
did.
wrong. I love it. I love it. This is exactly the kind of jokes unsuspecting contestants need to be receiving. Can you do it
Can
again,
I,
John? Do you have another one?
Can we another poem, please?
Okay.
Rachel, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Here I sit, broken-hearted. I came to shit. This is not my apartment.
Don't you just hate when that happens? Oh man.
That was a perfect Chill Neil. I mean, we need to get you on the writing staff with something like that. I mean, that's just exactly what we need. That's very,
dumb.
very, very
Thank
dark.
you so much, Rachel.
Very
Yeah,
dark.
thank you.
I'm imagining it's only going to get darker. So, Rachel, you will not get the darkest jokes yet. I hope. But thank you for joining us on the show. Have a great evening. We really appreciate you being a good sport and a good contestant.
Okay. Bye.
Have a great night. All right, so it looks like we have one more contestant. Do you have a couple more jokes for us so we could bring one more?
I do, but you're not getting off the hook that easy. You're also gonna read one, and so am I.
Okay. At this time, or do
but
you
yes,
wanna...
let's get our next contestant up here.
Okay.
because there's a big old prize at the end of this. We want to make sure everybody has a chance.
Okay, this is gonna be a moment we've never had on the show before. But let's see if we can get our homie. I think he goes by Bad Boy here at this point. Let's see if we can get him on to the show. We've got yes, here we go. Bad Boy, let me get your video onto the show. How are you doing this evening, Bad Boy?
Doing great. Feeling bad.
What's going wrong?
No, just like my attitude. Health wise, I'm doing pretty good. I've been eating a lot of cheese though.
Okay. All right. That's on theme for you. That's within your character, so I love to see it. Well, we're gonna try out a game. We're gonna be playing John's comedy show with you. Oof Comedy. He's gonna send you a couple of jokes one at a time. I want you to just take them in and do your best to deliver them. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Send it.
Do you ever just go piss in your backyard because you can't find any more piss jugs in your front yard?
It says you're supposed to say you can't fit anymore. Because you can't fit any more piss jugs in your front yard.
Oh wait.
You want to start over? Let's do that again. Pretend it didn't happen.
I'm also bad at doing things. Do you ever just go piss in your backyard because you can't fit any more piss jugs in your front yard?
Yeah, I know that is. I feel the same way.
Perfection.
Hey, let's do another one.
Bear with me for just a moment. We've got videos all over the place. Let's shrink you back down, John. You're bigger than life here. There we go. All right.
Sorry, I got excited.
Let me finish my beer real quick, too.
The whole thing?
These jokes are not all supposed to be good, by the way. Like, some of them are bad. I'm not going to tell you which ones I acknowledge are bad, but some of them are not great.
Okay.
If you think I don't enjoy bad jokes, I've got another thing coming for you. I mean, just got to say.
A lot of people don't know that pee is actually stored in the jugs I keep in my front yard.
Wow.
That's so true.
I love the
It's so
callback.
true. Yeah.
But also
Usually
that's
there's some time.
groundbreaking. Shout outs to Everett Byram. He's going to be very surprised to hear this is groundbreaking science because we always thought it was stored in the balls.
In the balls.
But
yeah,
no.
I know Everett likes to be he's a pee baller, as I call it. I'm a pee jugger.
It makes sense.
There's like flat earthers and round earthers. I'm a pee jugger. He's a pee baller. Let's just clear that up.
Well, hey, I'm glad to know there's at least another opposing faction. Well, Bad Boy, thank you for being on the show. It's been a pleasure to have you. And thanks for all the audience members bearing with us through the video changing. We did okay. I mean, we had some funny moments. I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. All right, Bad Boy, have a great night, okay? Take care of yourself. Don't eat too much cheese sticks or anything.
No promises, Neil.
All right, John. That was, I hope your show is more technically tuned in than our show. But, I mean, the vision is alive. I think it works. I think it's good.
Well, I have someone who is smarter than me doing all of the technical stuff. I'm just doing the comedy stuff.
Even just having someone else at all, period, is a great step up from
Yeah,
what we're
it's
doing.
going to be difficult, though, because we're like in different locations, and every single person on the show is going to be in a different room. So it's going to be crazy.
It can be done. I believe in you. So did you want to have me read one, or were you going to read one? Are we going to keep this going for a little bit?
Where would it be best? Would you be able, if I sent it to you on Facebook, would you be able to access it right now?
Yep, I got it. I got it open as soon as you told me you were going to send me a joke. I got ready.
All right. That's so cool. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go. Sorry, I just wasn't ready myself.
I did get one part of this efficiently done. Not the video part,
right.
but the messaging part.
I do appreciate that. I appreciate everything you've put into making this happen. All right. Here we go. Boom. This one's for you.
All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't hit women, even if they attack first, because then they'll know I'm weak.
That's so true.
Yeah, you do want to, you want to establish that sigma male, hierarchy. So that makes sense, I think.
Yeah.
Did you want me to do more than one?
I have one more for you.
I think you should. Yeah.
I just kind of rewrote this joke, so we'll see.
On the fly?
Like minutes before I came on the show.
Amazing.
Well, I was like going back and just looking for good ones good ones. Ones that I like. Anyway, just these are jokes that I just wanted to see you specifically. There you go. Just whatever.
Okay. There have been many shotgun weddings, but I can't believe Kurt and Courtney actually pulled off a shotgun divorce.
Wow, that's so cool that they did that.
Bop, 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 bop. John, thank you for letting me be a contestant on your tiny version of Oof Comedy. Were you going to do a couple
Do we have
on
time?
your own? Oh, yeah. You have to now. We have to.
All right, here there are going to be a couple impressions. These are
okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is my impression of the Michelin Man doing comedy. All right.
Okay.
I just flew in from Chicago, and boy, are my arms tires.
Where's my bop, 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 bop. Amazing.
You need an air horn.
We do. We need a soundboard. We've never had the air horn or any effects. That would have been perfect.
All right, I'll do one more
the
and
joke
I'm done.
crafting is amazing here, John. Let's see one more.
It's another impression. Here's my impression. Oh, God. Here's my impression of someone who is about to order an old-fashioned. Call me old-fashioned, but I like my booze the old-fashioned way. Old and fashioned. Oh, man, we have a good time here on Late Night with Chill Neil, don't we?
You are bringing the comedy up to new levels. It's not really happening. The show is not very funny. So, I mean, this was perfect.
That's right. It's not very funny, but I do my best.
I loved it. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this with us. It was actually extremely exciting to attempt to duplicate it. If people want to see the real deal, can you let them know when and where it's going to happen?
Yeah, it's going to happen on the internet.com Friday, March 19th. and it is going to be posted somewhere. So follow me on social media.
If you are not already following John, I don't know why, but there is his handle right there on all social media platforms. Go follow him. I just did yesterday. I was like, damn, I don't follow John on half these sites. So I did that, and I hope y'all will follow suit. But I know John on Facebook, and that is a great place to follow John as well. You probably have too many friends, though, don't you? You're like,
Anybody can still follow me, even if you. Oh, actually, I deleted a whole bunch because if you go back into your friends list, you'll find a bunch of people with no profile pictures who, like, maybe they either don't exist or they just deactivated for a bit. But I said, fuck them all. I need to make a room for more fans.
Opportunities, y'all. You heard it here first on Late Night with Chill Neil. Go friend John while you still can before his friend list is maxed out. Well, John, for real, thank you for coming on. This was a blast. I love doing this with you.
I had a great time. Thanks so much.
Everybody else, stick around. We have a special musical performance. Actually, you know what? Stay with us for just a second, John. I wanted to make sure I plug next week. We got Marcus Gant from Sign O the Times podcast, as well as Jeff Wolf from the call center. Very excited about the show. Another stack show is going to be amazing. But once again, John, thank you so much. Everybody stay tuned. We got a musical performance coming up next from the homie Chill Neil and Tapeworm. We'll be right back.
Always flam boil. That's right. We flam boil them all day, every day. Kurger bait. Unless you're an idiot.
Come on down to Weed Lake. The water's nice.
This commercial is officially endorsed by the Tourism Council for Weed Lake.
All right, what a night, y'all. This has been a crazy and enjoyable, very different night on Late Night with Chill Neil. I loved it. I want to send out a special thank you to all of our guests, Jordan, Joe Starr, John Merrifield, all the contestants of the show, Bill Cleveland, Rachel Call, Bad Boy, a.k.a. Zach Zent. Thank y'all for trying this out with us. I love what John is doing with Ooh Comedy, so I hope that not only will you go and follow him and get tickets to that show, but go pick up some Cloud Black material from their website. But before we go for tonight, we have something very nice prepared for you. This is a special musical performance from a very special guest. That's right, Chill Neil and Tapeworm. Let's listen.
Let's play. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. Eating honey ham for days. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. 438, let's play. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. Trying to get a different kind of bait. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. My homie Tapeworm came through, so you know we gotta make a jam. Gotta mark my place in my book, so I hit it with a slice of ham. 438, let's glaze it. Get the honey ham out, let's bake it. Got the back leg of the pig so fat, never put something in the oven so fast like that.
But special thanks to Berto Onions, aka Tapeworm, for coming to do a musical performance. This has been an amazing night. It's just been really just lined up across the board. I love y'all. It's such a privilege to do this. I hope y'all had a great time with us. We're going to have a special, if you stick around after the credits, we got a special remix of Chopping Up the Goodness from Skeleton Kids. So y'all make sure to stick around for that. I love you very much. That's our show for tonight.
know once we rascals fall through, cause we chopping up the goodness in every capacity. Sharing knowledge that'll make life say damn the audacity. Eating right, shake it up, shut down the fascists. See that armband is on side like glasses, but that's a car before the horse. Help begins within. First you gotta eat right, your new pyramid.
Damn, you know the Bearcat boy that can't tell a lie. Go ahead, fill up your belly, then we take to the skies. Got a gun to formed up from our powers we combine. From the homies all the love, so we make sure to survive. You know I got y'all homies. 2021, we got the good nights.
Chop it all the way down to the goodness.
Good goodness.
Go ahead, let me see you chopping up the goodness. Go ahead, chop it down to the goodness. Don't stop now, keep chopping up the goodness.
Yeah, you know I keep one of every color on my plate. People out here beating me, then they out here trying to hate. Homie, feel the thrill, come through, got me eating clean. Always trying to keep the primo sandwiches up on the scene.
Doing right, now the right we fucking fight. Pick the power of veggies, activate robot sight. These won't come out the records, built the natural fascists. You know the corner, the brony scrubbing bullshit. Molasses, asses. Wink.